CTV Calgary, local breaking news.
Good afternoon. The province has partially reversed its decision to charge for COVID shots, but healthcare organizations say they haven't gone far enough. There was a backlash after the province announced that COVID shots would come with a cost starting this fall. Now they will be covered, but for healthcare workers only. Premier Danielle Smith claimed the new policy was meant to prevent wasting vaccines after revealing $135 million was spent on unused doses. Health unions say they're awaiting word on whether all healthcare workers, including family doctors and long-term care staff, are included, but say this is a step in the right direction.
Didn't just make this course correction out of the kindness of their heart. They did it because workers and unions pushed back and demanded better.
It is both in their best interest as well as the best interest of the patients to keep them healthy. Our members demand this change, and it just so happened that this announcement that came out in June fell right into the hands of our negotiating teams who've been bargaining the last 16 months.
Gil McGowan adds the Premier should abolish the policy of paying for shots altogether. Health Canada has approved OMPIC to reduce kidney decline in patients with type 2 diabetes. Between 30 and 50% of people with type 2 diabetes develop some form of chronic kidney disease. An international clinical trial showed the risk of kidneys significantly deteriorating or failing was 24% lower in patients taking Ozempic compared to those taking a placebo. Calgarians are protesting outside the Harry Hayes building today, demanding an end to taxpayer dollars being used to fund fossil fuel projects. The federal government is eyeing so-called nation-building projects, and the Alberta government has been pushing a few pipeline options under that criteria. The climate groups involved don't want to see any new pipelines. They're also against public dollars for carbon capture and storage projects. In Alberta, the province has invested $1.2 billion in CCS projects. The groups feel the tech has poor performance compared to price, and the money could be better spent elsewhere.
Alberta is, I believe, the only province in Canada that has no energy efficiency programs. Almost every U.S. state has energy efficiency programs. We don't. Almost every province in Canada does something to support renewable energy, and we slam the brakes on that, while renewables are the fastest growing source of power worldwide.
The protest involves groups like Calgary Climate Hub and the Polluter Pays Federation. Shoppers across the country are being warned to watch out for distraction thefts. 3 people are facing charges in connection to more than 60 distraction-style thefts in Edmonton. Police believe others are also involved as part of an organized crime group. Investigators believe it's the same group that stole more than $1,500 earlier this month from a Safeway in Windermere. Officers think there may be more people involved and more victims. The group involved is under investigation for similar crimes in communities just outside Edmonton, as well as the Toronto area and in Surrey, BC. Air Canada flights resuming at the Calgary airport last night. The airline and its flight attendants have reached a tentative agreement. The airline warns it will take time to resume normal operations, and the union says it will take some time for the deal to be ratified. Full details of the agreement haven't been reached, but Air Canada says its flight attendants will not only be the best paid in the country, but will also be compensated for pre- and post-flight work. The federal jobs minister says an investigation has been launched into allegations of unpaid work in the airline sector. It should take 6 to 8 weeks. More than 25,000 people have signed a petition to save a Drumheller landmark. Tyra is Drumheller's 25-meter-tall dinosaur statue, and it's one of the town's biggest tourist attractions. Earlier this year, the town decided to dismantle Tyra, and that triggered a backlash.
We have made the decision to vacate the space, and a condition of the agreement was that we remove the dinosaur. However, we are in talks with the town of Drumheller and Travel Drumheller to see what can be planned going forward after the lease expires.
The local Chamber of Commerce owns and operates the dinosaur. It has a lease agreement with the town until the end of 2029. The Chamber is not planning to seek renewal past the lease, Back in March, a Drumheller man started a petition to save Tyra.
I've just been looking at ways as a businessman that the town and the people of the town can use the tourist assets to benefit the people that live here and love the dinosaurs and love the tourists and love just being in our small little community.
And Fry says people outside Drumheller are interested too. People around the world are rallying to support the famous dino. He hopes to gather many more signatures over the next 4 years. Dozens of people from across the prairies are gearing up to climb trees this weekend in Saskatchewan.
It's definitely strenuous. You're always constantly thinking. You basically get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
It's all part of the annual tree climbing competition, celebrating both skill and safety. Climbers, arborists, and enthusiasts are expected to showcase their talents, share knowledge, and connect with like-minded professionals. Some of the events include a work climb, aerial rescues, and a test of their ability to accurately place lines 10 to 20 meters up in a tree. Thank you for joining us. We'll have more on the top stories coming up on CTV News at 5 and 6 or anytime online at ctvnews.ca/Calgary.